Good evening if you're in Europe, good time zone if you're anywhere else, and welcome to the stream, everyone. So, the patch notes today happily mentioned that they have rebalanced the aluminium recipes, much to my exquisite pleasure. I am so happy and thrilled that we can go back to the aluminium outpost and have a look at the recipes and, you know, redo everything again. Because I haven't already done that twice after the update hit. But before we do that, I think we want to build the exit for this, well, train station. Because I would like to be able to get back and forth here without having to go up and down that spiral manually, since it takes a bit of time and it does make me dizzy. The question about that, though, is how the heck am I going to be able to do that? Because there's a very inconvenient rock placed there. Oh. Did they? Where is that? Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, they might have added some April 1st things into the game as well. So I don't know if there's any lizard doggos around, but the strange creature down there is slightly smaller than it's usually perceived to be. What the heck? What the heck? What is that? What the heck did they do to... I'm at a loss for words here. So they've changed all of the mobs, have they? Oh dear. I did not expect that. What? Is that like a bee thing? Massively beefed up? Oh gods. What is the world going to look like? That's a bird. I'm scared to walk around here now. Bird indeed. What I just killed was a not bird though. Okay, so I don't know if I can do this without clipping. Really not sure. Comes out here. That's a benefit of having spent as much time as I have, because I haven't really gotten around to the other stuff yet, so the aluminium is the only thing that's affecting me here. I'm happy to say. The usual suspects in chat indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can get it here. Welcome to both Peps and to Groundbuster as well. I hope that you are having an exquisite evening. Be aware that the developers over at Coffee Stain has done what they usually do, which is mess things up. So the mobs are not looking what they usually do. We don't know how I am going to do this. I can't build the spiral here. I'm going to have to build the spiral either over that direction or potentially even worse in that direction, but that direction is just out of the question. Okay, I need to go back Well, I don't really need to go back. What I can do is this, and we can take a industrial storage container. I don't need you. I don't need you. You. Well, actually, you I do need. Don't need those. Don't need those. I can get rid of the... not that one. These. I probably won't need these either currently. Leave that crap there. And let's have a look at the MAM. Oh, the floor is too steep. Excuse me. Oh, they added the classic recipe as a recipe. Huh. Imagine that. Good thing they didn't add it as something else. Instant scrap. Produced in... I see that it's a very likely scenario that I might... No, it's using coal. Not sure about that recipe. That recipe might be very, very good. But this makes it dubious. Considering the lack of sulfuric acid, or rather the lack of sulfur on the map. I'm not sure about that one. The cooling device recipe is probably going to be good, so I will take that. Which I also should jot down somewhere. That is a cooling device. It takes 5 heat sinks. Yeah, but I think the basic recipe, or actually, alternate recipe that I'm using, electrode, I think that is about the same speed. So, but skipping refineries using the blender, that makes it look interesting, but the sulfur makes it look not interesting, because if it's 300 per minute, that means it requires 50 sulfuric acid per minute per blender. Not that you need many of them. So that's the point. You don't need many of them. If you're building a normal size factory, you could probably get away with 2. But in my factory, this recipe is probably not very good. 5 heat sinks, 1 motor, and I think that's alumina? No, it's nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas, that makes 2 cooling systems. At a rate of 3.75 per minute. These numbers. No, you have a point there, Groundbuster. You do have a point there. Let's put another hard drive in here. Then we'll put the hard drive back, or the hard drives in here, because I don't need the color gun either. More space for crap. I don't have that many Nobelisks left. Make more of them. Are you going to run into anything bizarre? Oh, you'll see. Don't worry, you'll see. Since I'm out in nature and not in the base, surprised there isn't any mobs around here, considering there are nodes here. The thing with building the spiral over here, which also confounds it, is the node, but I seem to recall that this is an impure node, in which case it is irrelevant. Yes, it is irrelevant. Can't go too far. I'm thinking that the node actually is the best place to build the spiral. Because it needs to be... needs to be 5 out. I don't know if I can avoid clipping on this, unless I go heck of a long way down this way. There's a spitter. I suppose I could go here. Hey, you. I should probably have a little sip of mycelium fungus. And alien organs. And whatnot. I might do it here. Because I think that if I go 5 out that way, center the miner under the tower. I'm not going to have a miner on an impure node. That's heresy. My issue with this place is... I do not even. Well, maybe I even. Ahaha! I guess we'll have one logical beam for the train station. Lunacy not always equal no, if lunacy always equaled heresy, I would be a heretic myself, and that would not be ideal. But that aside, the thing with having the spiral here is that I think I'm going to clip into something here. And while I don't mind minor clipping when it comes to the trains, like the branches of these titan trees and stuff like that, that's fine. But if I get clipping, like the train goes through the rocks, that is not ideal. So what I wanted to check is indeed if I will get clipping, which is very easy to check if I just build a couple of these foundations. And then we need one foundation there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is going to cause clipping. I can't see it not causing clipping. Because we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this will be the center. No, this will not be the center. The center will be either over there or over there, so it will... yeah, it will clip with the branches of that thing. I need to go further south. Indeed I do. But... okay, I think I'm gonna drag the train line out of there. Ah, if you're still here, Grandbuster, you'll get to see what they did this year now, because that is a fluffy-tailed hog. And my initial reaction to it was much laughter. I did not expect them to have done that, and I have no idea what they've inspired this thing of. But it does look like it has human legs. I'm pretty sure this is something... Oh, you stopped right in front of me, you... nitwit. They've done other things as well. Early model prototype. Yeah, that could be. There's a strange creature here somewhere. But I have no idea where it is currently. Let's just say that the strange creature are... They're not the same size they usually are. It's from Sanctum. Interesting. I haven't played that. They've done other things as well. I probably don't want to go in here. This looks like some... What's happening to the music? Did the music cut out for you guys as well? Maybe some glitch in the 2.4 gigahertz band then, since my headphones run on that. Oh, there's a lizard doggo. A couple of them. They are slightly bigger than usual. And over there's a moonwalking... oh, it's a couple of moonwalking fluffy-tailed hogs. They're quite good at moonwalking as well. They're doing the Michael Jackson for sure. Bogosaurus. I wonder if they've done other things. Well, the strange creatures have been made the size of lizard doggos, really. Cave up there, but I'm getting distracted by things now. Yeah, there's the strange creature. Well, was, because of phasing. Oh. This reminds me of someone I know. Now that I can properly see its face. Would you stand still? Yeah, and this definitely reminds me of someone I know. Okay, so the train line needs to come out here, and it's probably easier for me to build it from on. Squidward. That explains a lot about how Satisfactory works, okay. That doesn't sound like it was a compliment. This isn't ideal. I'm pretty sure the train will clip into that. Okay. Well, I really don't want that clipping. Now my storage container is going to be in the way. Heretical leaves, more heretical leaves, heretical wood. Mycelia, that can be useful. More heretical wood. Can I sort this? Oh yeah. Duh. I have seen Sanctum. I might even have played it, now that I think about it. one game that they gave out, I asked for a key for it and I regret it because it's really not my kind of game. And I see many people enjoy it. I do have a sorting system for the heretical bio stuff. It's called containers back in the base, but I'm not bothering. Like, the containers are almost full because I get so little points for syncing that it doesn't really make sense. I can't be bothered. It's very simple to just drop it onto that. Before I knew that existed, I usually had things in piles around where I had been tearing down things. Okay, I've got more put in the tray. Anyways, the game that I did request a key for that I could not get into whatsoever is Deep Rock Galactic, and I'm kind of worried that since I didn't cover it, they've put me on some kind of list for not being eligible to receive keys until I do coverage of that game. Because the Coffee Stain publishers had another game recently, which I do not remember the name of, that I wanted to play. And I did request a key, and sadly I did not get it, which probably means that either someone else was in charge of the keys there, or they didn't. Yes, that is exactly what it was. Valheim. I requested a key for that, and I didn't even get a response, which is the normal. Just to put it, to be perfectly clear about that, it's very normal that you do not get a response when you request a key, because they have other things to do than to answer many people asking for keys. And with Valheim, I just bought it. I mean, it wasn't very expensive, so that's fine. I'm happy to support Coffee Stain Studios. They make good games. Okay, so we need a couple of double ramps. I don't want to go too far down, so I think 3 should suffice. Then these 2 needs to go, because this one needs to be that, and then we need an 8 by... Like, they can go with an 8 by 1 here. Then we need another one of these. I think this should work. I don't think this will incur clipping. There is one very easy way to find out. 8 by 1 glass. That's the wrong direction. Better. Yeah, no, I'm going to have to turn over there and then here, so I think I'll remove these. Okay, so let's test if that works. I need to go... Whoa. Never mind me. Forgot to hold down control. Railroad track is too long. Okay, that one is also not in the right position. Thought it was there, but okay. Yeah, that works. Needs to stop there, then continue here. Yes. Is there a particular reason you're building to the midpoint of a foundation with rails rather than edge to edge? In this specific case, it's because of clipping. If I were to build the track to the edge of this, it would clip the track down into the foundation. It would make a bend down and then up again. And the same at the top. If I were to have it at the edge, it would float in the air above the foundation before then connecting with the foundation further down. So I do that for inclines. Normally I would do edge to edge. What am I standing on? I'm standing on 8x1. Directly above that. It's a little bit inconvenient, but it took a fair amount of testing. But you know me, I'm kind of stubborn about my how things are supposed to look. So I didn't give up easily. But that was my first real frustration when I was building rails. Something's not right here. Okay, I need to do that. There, and then there, thank you. What, Polly? What did I do now? Yeah, no, it's just a myth. It's some nasty rumors people have put out to discredit my good name. This works perfectly, doesn't it? Yes. Ho 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 ho. Barely, but it works. Okay. How do I do this then? What's going on there? Why do I see the outline of the station thing? I don't think I'm supposed to see that. That's funky. Oh well. That strange creature being that tiny is... It's not normal, I say. I think... But if I do... Here... It's actually called a strange creature. I thought you knew that, Wally. Please, please, please tell me that this is going to work. Yes, I'm going to be... Oh, for crying out loud. Well, will the track or will the train clip? That's what I'm concerned with. Because I don't care if the foundations clip. That's fine. Oh. You know, someone posted a very nice gift to me the other day in private chat, which said something about stop your heresy or something in that direction. I feel that that might be applicable right now. Well, the track doesn't clip into the mountainside. Something at least. Yeah, I know, I don't know. Please. That is acceptable. That is actually acceptable. It clips like really, really minor. I can live with that. And I think that to make my life easier, I'm going to use an incline here and go up above that, where that slug obviously is. I think that's a slug. Yeah, I don't think that you'll notice the minor clipping of the side of the train there. So I will rather live with that than to have to redo the entire thing I did over there. So if I do this, and then this, and then we go upwards. Another thing about building inclines is that you need to use the... you can't use the 8x8 ramps. It has to be the 8x4s or the 8x2s. Otherwise, you'll run into issues. I don't want it to be on half a ramp. No, on half a foundation. The, sorry. The, 8x8 is too steep. Can't build a rail on it at all, unless you do some major shenanigans. So you go to half the ramp, or half the foundation, and you can get it to be like even closer if you go one step further, but I'm usually like, if I do this, that would be on half, so there, but that means it kind of wonks out there, but that, as you can see, that basically has it on the foundations. If you have a long ramp, that works. Normally I wouldn't be bothered by that, but I just wanted to demonstrate it for you guys. That dent was there when you got it. May have lost me again. I love the moonwalking things. Good evening, Addicted to Capping. I am doing quite well, thank you. How about yourself? Trying to get this rail connected to up there. Yeah, this'll work. Go from here. So if I have 2 foundations, and we go 1, 2, 3. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. What did I say about your truck in Eco? Oh. 17 is a problem. Where is it? Oh. That doesn't sound too fun. Two seconds. There we go. Stuck no fewer than 3 times yesterday. Now you know. If I go counterclockwise, you think it'll be perfect? Maybe. No. Good evening, Pete. This is the track that's going on to the track that's going back. So this is the southeastwards bound. I have right-hand driving, remember? I don't do left-hand driving. Which I guess is a paradox considering my fondness for the Brits. Then again, they have a bizarre metric system, or no, they don't have a bizarre metric system, they have a bizarre measuring system. Counterclockwise, that means I have to go left. Is there room for that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that should be enough. One, two. How far out do I have to go? 7. Yeah. 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have to go out to there. And then it needs to turn that way. Means that I shouldn't have replaced these foundations. This one is supposed to be... No, I don't want to have that there. 2, 3. And this is the ramp. No, that won't work at all. If I'm supposed to go counterclockwise, I have to go further out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think that's a bit too close for comfort. I'll go 1 more out. Maybe even I'll go 2 more out, just to be sure that I have enough space here. You want my ramp to go straight here? Okay. If you say so, I will trust you on this because I have no idea. You want me to go like that? And then counterclockwise? Okay. 1, 2, 3. That means that this one is supposed to be there. No, it does not mean that that one is... Hold on. If the first ramp goes like this... Now you've massively confused me, Wooly. Then again, I guess that's your lot in life. Where do you want me to build a pillar? To my left. Okay, so you want me to go like 1, 2, 3, 4. You want me to go out like 1, 2. So the distance of 3. The pillar should go here. Left of the ramp. Okay. But then I can have the ramp here. I don't need to go... 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can have the ramp here then. Like that. I don't need to go all the way over. Then I assume what you mean is I do this. And probably switch to that one. Then no fun building it from the bottom up either in terms of logic. I'm guessing this is what you mean. And then continue upwards. Okay, thank you. What the? Just gonna check that I do not click with anything my way up. It's like a good distance to me. Okay. One should go to the middle. Which it doesn't seem to want to do, so let's go... that one. Then... this one. Well, no, it's supposed to be one further out, actually. I really need to fix that wonky music track switching. Instead of harassing me with having to change my aluminium outpost, you could have changed bugs like the music tracks. That is far more important. Maybe it does go a bit quicker to build it from this way. Not a bug working as intended. Now... going to disrespectfully disagree. And remember one thing, everyone here. If the rail comes out wrong at the top, Wally is to blame. Neither was I. That was why I said disrespectfully disagree. Ha! My turn to confound Phasian. That's not often. I think I enjoyed that. Yeah, medications. That is really not fun to deal with. Adjusting doses. I know all too well. I hope you're able to cope with it, though. I would suggest things like mindfulness and blah blah, but as a person who cannot really practice mindfulness myself, as it just makes me annoyed, it's not something that I usually recommend. Strangely enough, one of my main things when it comes to my own mental health is these guys. If I feel anxious or something, just using these as kind of like a focus, which is weird, I suppose, at the age of 41, but I don't care. Like, I really don't care if people think that it's weird, because they keep me a modicum more sane than I usually, or I would be without them. So in a way, they actually function like it's like a substitute for not having to take medication. Better that than the bottle of the crack pipe. Yeah, well, it's a bit extreme, but yes, I definitely agree. Definitely agree with that. In my specific personal story, it would be better that than having to take extra benzos, which I guess would be kind of on par with the bottle. Actually looks like you were right, Wally. I'm impressed.
It's not easy being green.
Yep. This, though, is why I trusted you. Because I would have been surprised if you were wrong. You normally aren't when it comes to things like that. Except when you play yourself, funnily enough. But I'm kind of guessing you run into the same issue that I do. It gets a little bit overwhelming. Can I replace that foundation now? I can. Yeah. On fourth turn, I should have been... Eggnog, yes, they do. That is a problem. I should have had this one further to the north. I can't make a rail. That is one step. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is why I went over here, actually, because I think that's exactly what I have to do, because it should look similar. Can remove some foundation too then. Yeah, it does look similar. Basically means I can remove these three. This one, not so much. But I can make these into corners. Nah, it looks very similar. I think that as long as you do it 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, I think the curve is going to be the same. Emphasis on think, because usually I have the curves at 3. Hate making the turns. Always forget the order. That's not straight. It's a beautiful little squiggle. Let's try to make that squiggly. Oh no, not there either. There? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that one has to go there. I think I connect that first and then this. No. I connect the turn first. No. I remove you, and then I do that. Ah, the finnigliness of this. And I connect you to there. Oh, I hope you're going to enjoy that as much as I have been enjoying it. That is an excellent game. It's a little bit buggy still. I've noticed that when I record it, it does have a tendency to use more system resources than I would expect from that game. But in general, I'm enjoying it very much, and I just can't alt-tab from it. Big problem. Okay, so will this train now take me to the aluminium outpost? We go. Before we go, though, I thought as much. Should probably build a couple more foundations here. Whoa! And there. And then this will be the Titan Forest batteries. Is that one of those spheres I'm hearing, or is it a slug? Will be a sphere. Now we can go. This train has wagons. I must not run it into the station down there. That's gonna mess up things. Bamboo forest up there. And that would be fun. You could actually see the train from the inside. Then again, I like seeing the train from the outside as well. And these trains sure hit some very high speeds when you drive them with many wagons downhill. $180, $190. I think this is the fastest I've ever had a train go. Ah, didn't reach the 200 mark. I need to make this a T-junction. Nah. No derailing here. Time circuits? Clearly, Yorkshire Gold. Anything else is lesser teas. But yes, I will prefer coffee. Let's just say that we have some different opinions on fun. Okay, so what are these news? This one should be the same as before. I need to open Excel. Eight by 3 is 24, and 8 by 1 is 80, and 2, yeah, so these ones have not been changed. Good. These ones, however, they take 150 aluminium per minute. That's a rather steep increase from 112.5 to 150. Producing 1,440 aluminium ingots. I can imagine Spiff would have a field day with derailment in Satisfactory, indeed. This one is clocked, but all of them are clocked. Am I even producing the same amount? $48 by 33.333. They've changed this one as well, haven't they? Oh dear. Not the same number as before either. Wow, okay. I'm using 3,600 aluminium scrap instead of 2,880. How about the sloppy formula? Everything here has been majorly 200 bauxite and 200 water, and makes 240 per minute. Times 6 is 1,400 and this thing requires more bauxite now. Does it? I thought I had connected these. How did I connect these up with water? I have 3 on each side. With the Mark II pipeline. Aha, they have increased the... Oh gods. So I need 1,200 bauxite. Is that possible? With the nodes that I have. Yeah. Have these been running without power? No, they're connected on the other side. We need to go out to the bauxite nodes. I need to see if it's actually even possible for me to produce 1,200 bauxite. That's 300 more than I'm producing right now. Okay, so I can get 60 more from this one. However, I think I'm running all this on one belt. No, I'm not. Jesus Christ. Oh. Okay, so I can increase to the needed level of bauxite. Because this one goes to 600. That's 120 more. But 120 plus 60 is 108. No, I don't know if I can get to 300. I can get to almost 300. Do I really have to? Want to? Ugh. Ugh, and more ugh. Oh, when did I say ugh? They haven't fixed the facing items on the belts though. Ah, crap. I think that's the only way I can do it, by actually mining this impure node. Because I can get 180 more here, but then I need 120 more. So I'm using 900, I need 300 more. That thing is slightly unnerving. Minor mark 2 that way. That means I need to add a foundation there and there. Probably remove that one. Stupid. This one will give me another 60. But I think it's more... I think it's cheaper. If I overclock this one 90. That's 30. 120. So 120. $180. 300. Touch. I am not in favor of this April Fool's joke at all. And then I have to balance out the belts as well. I need to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. That seems to have done the trick. Go away. Now I think the node that we're mining off in the distance here is a normal node. Need to go check. Now if they have made the spiders tiny, I'm going to be very upset. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to encounter one of them on our way out there. I wouldn't necessarily have to use the impure node, but for this, I'm not going to have bother with belting in stuff from far off in the distance. That would actually make them more scary, because it would make them more difficult to hit. Although, if they made them gigantic, that would also be an issue. Surely they couldn't be that evil, though. I mean, that would be evil. There's an impure node over there as well that I could use if I needed to, but I believe this one is... This is a normal. I'm getting 240 from this one. I'm going to have to write all these numbers down so that I get the numbers correct. 240 from this one. Sorry about the pen touching the microphone there. And there is, just in case... this might be one of the invisible ones. I don't know. No, it's limestone. Where's the... There should be 2 bauxite nodes here. Haha, very funny. Okay, so there is another one there. Should be impure. Yes. Does it say that as well? On the node? No, it's only in the scanner. These guys are weird. How does that grow out of the rock? Close, but cigar. There's usually a spider hanging out down there, but maybe this belt has been built too close. That's just freaky. I wonder how many jump scares that one doggo is going to give me. 480. $240. This is on one belt. That one is going in there, and in the top one, that one is going in on the bottom one. So there's 480 on the topmost belt. And then there's 240 plus 120 on the lower belt. Then there's this one that would use 120. I believe it should be. It's 1,080. Enough. Another 120. Now, keep in mind he's a heretic. They don't care all that much. Besides, wyverns do not squawk. They are not chickens like you guys are. Wyverns growl. I can't power shard them to 300%. I can only power shard them to 250. And if I power sharded this one to 250, it would not give me more than 60 more. I need 120 more. So I did indeed need both of these impure nodes to get the 1200 bauxite that I now need to get this outpost. Which is a little bit annoying, but I'll just have to deal with it. Not like I have a choice. I could meow about it, I suppose, but can help. Okay, these things are seriously scaring me. I would love to be able to power shard them to 300%. That would be nice. But I mean, the problem would be solved. I wouldn't need the impure nodes if I had Mark III miners. However, I do not have supercomputers, nor do I have the new tactical bore cubes, nor do I have those turbo motors, so that's not going to help me. Yeah, not too far off, Phasian, not too far off. Okay, so this and this has to go. Is that... No, I'm on the wrong... That should connect one higher instead. Is that a Mark III belt? It doesn't look like a Mark III belt. It looks like a Mark IV belt. And this one produces 120 per minute when power sharded. Oh, they did remain unlocked. Like, I haven't unlocked the minor Mark III in the hub. I had it unlocked before the patch, but I haven't unlocked it post-patch. But pre-patch, I didn't bother building the supercomputer or the turbo motors, so I don't have stacks of those lying around. And this one I wouldn't have had anyways, because this is completely new in update 4. I think I can buy this in the Awesome Shop, because I think I have unlocked the building I need, or the recipe for this. I'm not sure about the turbo motor though. But those I believe I can buy in the Awesome Shop. But it's not worth it. I'm fine with dealing with it this way. That's gonna look. Does it look any better if I like that? Not really. Go away! Oh, I can kill them. That's useful. I need to build another foundation there. And we need a merger. I don't know. There, maybe? That's probably gonna look absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, that was my sentiment as well. There we go, that's better. And on that belt now, I am probably going to need a Mark IV belt going out from here after this. That is exactly what I want, game. You are so magnificently brilliant for suggesting these absolutely wonderful belt creations. Yeah, I'd tell them to stuff it and send their complaints to Coffee Stain for inflicting jump scares on me. $120 and $240, I believe. Yes. That's 360, so I'm going to need Mark IV belt. Oh, I have a power pole there. That's very handy. Is another lizard doggo that is in danger of losing his life as well? I wish I could quickly switch between the jetpack and the can't afford. Oh, let's sigh. I think I have some on the building train though. Exactly where I wanted to go. Let's get rid of the bauxite and the coal. It's a very creative interpretation of the thank you. Or rewrite of the abbreviation. I remember in Wrath of the Lich King, in what zone was that? You have a good night, Pete, and thank you so much for stopping by. Pleasure to have you here as always. There was a zone, I don't remember the name of it, something fjord, and you had this faction there called Peter, which of course was a pun on Peter. The only thing was that they typed it with an I instead of an E. They were too. They were also an animal welfare thing. Exactly. I was fairly amused by that. And also a bit surprised that Blizzard dared to make that kind of a joke. Yeah. Watch me care if I get a little poison damage. It's only some green smoke anyways. It's probably good for the lungs. Why would I build a wall on the foundations? Okay, that's not going to be too fun. Can I do it from here? Apparently I can. That's good. Okay, so now I have 2 belts, which I then have to balance out onto 2 Mark V belts. Because the ratios on these 2 belts are absolutely wrong now. Okay, if I have... Doesn't really matter how many belts I have. But I have 4 belts. Need to visualize this. So I've got 4 belts that I want to merge into 2, and I want those 2 belts to be balanced. Going to have to be a merger at the end, then merges it into 2 balanced belts. And that doesn't work. I can't merge. Now there's a good question. Does a merger or a splitter have a maximum capacity? Or does it just copy the capacity of a belt that is inserted into it? I assume it just copies the capacity of the inserted belt. You need to die. Because you're gonna scare the... Okay. I guess I deflated it. Looked like a balloon flying away. Which I also guess would be in spirit of Coffee Stain Studios. How do I do this? I have 4 belts. I need them to become 2. I need those 2 belts to be 600 each. The values of the belts are... Suppose I could do it the other way around. I could take the 480 belt and combine it with 120 belt. I don't have 4 belts, I have 5. Then I could take the 240 belts together and the 120 belts. So I could take... That would probably be easier than having to mishmash around with all this. Because that would give me 2 belts of 600. So which belt is... I believe this belt is the 480 belt. Yes. So that needs to join up. Oh. That's making it a lot easier. Because that seems to be coming... Does... I need to climb up. Does that come in on that one alone? It does, doesn't it? Yes. All I have to do is actually hook up that one to here, and I'm good to go. I just need to upgrade the belts. That was a lot easier than I thought. That one should be... That's a copper belt. That one should be Mark IV. That one should be Mark IV. That one should be Mark IV. And that makes it a fair bit easier than I thought. Birdie, you need to go. Yeah, I'm killing all the animals today. It's Animal Welfare Day in Caledorn land. That isn't gonna work. These are redundant. Or actually, that's not gonna look very good. So that and that. Oh. Guess I'm going to have foundations here too. That's closer. Mark 2. That's barely going to cut it. Yep, but it does. This one goes here. And then, yeah, it's the topmost one. Why didn't that connect? There we go. Goes there. Gone. Okay, so I do have 2 belts of 600 each. This is good. So of course what I have to do then is upgrade those 2 belts. The topmost one, I believe, is copper. Good. Bauxite. That's bauxite. Oh, that is nothing currently. Ah, that used to be the coal, I remember now. Why do I have so many of the iron rod? I need this many of those. Were upgraded. That is good. Currently, I'm taking one of the belts down. they need 200 each, we need to upgrade this to Mark III belt. That goes for the lift as well. Okay. So now we have 200 coming into each of those. And then we have this one. So that's the 600 bauxite we need. Now for the 600 water we need. They really messed up that balance. Getting 90 from this one, but this one is only here to offset the production that we're making up here. $105 per minute. Really? Are you serious, game? $105 per minute means that we're producing 30 water more than we need. They changed that as well. This is not ideal. Belts have to be changed on the output as well because we're producing 900 scrap. I have to have 2 and 2 and 2 instead of 3 and 3. Which means we need to go to the next step. Did I just insert? Next step being the smelters. Smelters are taking 2,880 scrap. But if each of the refineries are producing 300, that's probably a lot more than I need. That's 3,600. Can I adjust that down? 2.5 and 2.5, yeah. And welcome to the stream, by the way. I'm just wondering if I could underclock all of them to just avoid having to do too much crap here. Issue though being the casings. I'm going to need more ingots for them than I'm currently producing. Am I producing? 33.333. 33.333 times 48 is 1600. I am producing more ingots, but I'm also using more scrap. The 66.667 times 48 is 3200. Sorry. Now if I set this to 100, that's 30 per minute. That means 60 to 30. That is easier. That means I can reclaim a lot. Thank you for joining us, Groundbuster. You have a pleasant trip home. 60 times 48 is 2880. I can literally reclaim 48 power shards. That's a benefit. But with 30 times 48 is 1440. That is what I'm producing, or was producing, before the patch. So 1440 divided by 150 is 9.6. .6 multiplied by 112.5 is 1080. You know what? That's fine. I would go down 45 casings per minute. That is not a problem. That is not a problem at all. Okay. This is not going to be the most enjoyable experience though. One, two. Okay, so I have 5 power shards. I'm going to do that. I'm gonna do this, split, and do that so that I know that I've gotten all of the 48 shards. Can I copy the setting? And no, it doesn't take out the shard. Well, I'm not unhappy about them giving me 48 power shards back. That's fine. I can live with that. It was a bit overkill to have 48 power shards for these smelters. Yeah, this wasn't repetitive at all. What would you like me to translate? Get to play with these. $780 divided by 3 is 260, so the target production rate here should be 260. Did that change the numbers? Ah, well done. That's making me a little bit self-conscious, but okay. Translation of that would be Caledorn er den beste strømmeren. Sounds a bit weird. Okay, so that works. Gives me 91 per minute per 91 times 6. Is 546. Good. Uh, 260. Can I reach that? I'm gonna have to change to this. Thank you so much, Addicted. That is high praise. High praise indeed. Very much appreciated. Do the same on the other side. I'm going to have a lot of scrap inventory. Ah, this side apparently. This is going to be interesting when I build this in my next factory, because I'm not going to do this in the next factory, I think. Probably work out the ratios, but I don't want to get or stay stuck on this. Okay, so each of them takes 156 alumina solution and 52 coke. Oh dear. Going to have to expand the petroleum coke outpost substantially. Wait, 156 times 6 is 936. 52 times 6 is 312. I did. They changed the recipes today. All of them. So everything was perfect until today's patch. I'm very glad to hear that I've been able to contribute to your experience of the games Addicted. That is something that I appreciate very much. Part of the reason why I do this as well, and try to help people do things. Pain. They really changed the recipes. All of the alternate aluminium recipes. Sloppy alumina, electrode aluminium scrap. I think they actually changed all of them. All of the aluminium recipes have been changed. So instead of, for instance, needing... like, this used to output... 260 at 100%, and it used to take 360 divided by 12, 24. See the patch notes. Sloppy alumina and electrode aluminium scrap adapted the numbers and increased bauxite usage. Instant aluminium scrap adapted numbers for water, input and output. Pure aluminium ingot slightly increased both input and output rate, but the ratios are the same, which means that I could get my 48 back. And alclad casing increased aluminium ingot usage. So it doesn't appear that they have changed the basic alumina, but you're going to have to go and have a look at your aluminium casings, because those have changed. They now use more ingots. They use 150 ingots for one machine versus what it used to. But that's the alclad casing, so it's also the alternate recipe. It's not the basic one. So if you are using all basic recipes, you're good. But if you're using any of the alternate recipes for any of the aluminium products, you need to redo it. That also goes for most of the alternate recipes overall for update 4. They changed the radio control system, increased aluminium casing usage, so I have to go, and that's a basic recipe, I think. No, it's not. And I think I didn't do the alternate one there. I hope I didn't. They changed the heat exchanger, increased usage of aluminium casing by 100% and rubber by 50%. They changed the cooling device, increased heat sink usage. They changed the turbo rigger motor. They renamed it to turbo electric motor. And then they decreased the electromagnetic control rod and rotor usage, but increased the radio control unit usage. They changed the pressure motor, where they reduced the amount of packaged nitrogen, and the pressure conversion cube and the stator usage. That's one actually easier now. The infused uranium cell now properly uses uranium instead of uranium pellets, and they also did another balance pass. I have no idea what that means. Non-fissile uranium, they reduced the nitric and sulfuric acid usage and reduced the water output, so that one is easier. Instant plutonium cell, they reduced the nitrogen usage, halved the output rate to match new plutonium fuel rod balance. And the plutonium fuel unit, they doubled the production time of. And they have also changed the basic recipe for radio control units from 30 to 40 aluminium casings per minute, so I have to go over that again. The heatsink production rate has been lowered to 7.5 from 10 per minute and now costs more alclad sheets and less copper sheets. Plutonium fuel rods now produce 4 times as much power but costs twice as much and are produced at half the rate. Encased plutonium cells output at half the rate to match the new fuel rod production cell recipe. They fixed a mistake that was made with a non-fissile uranium standard recipe. Apparently they had the sulfuric acid and nitric acid numbers the wrong way around. And they halved the plutonium waste output per minute. It was 2 per generator and it's now 1. That one is something that I think is going to be very popular. Okay. Sorry, I just had to answer a message. I need to go get rid of all this scrap. I also need to go to the bathroom again. Thank you. Yeah, I try to be as low-key as possible. Which is why I actually killed those gigantic doggos, because they scared me and I don't like jump scares. And jump scares might make me go high key, which is not desirable. Okay, I have to go to the bathroom quickly. I probably need to eat soon, but I shall return shortly. Okay, first of all, it would be a benefit if it turned into day. I am just going to check something quickly. That is the wrong window. Okay, I have a question. For those of you who have been watching the stream and not doing anything on the side, up in the corner there, just below the latest tip thing, have you seen in this stream or in any other previous streams a pop-up coming out and then disappearing again, and then another one coming out and disappearing again, where it has the Twitch logo /Caledorn and then the YouTube logo /Caledorn? It's very difficult for me to test that because it's set on a 30-minute timer so that it appears once every 30 minutes. But I don't know if it's working. Okay. Thank you. The reason, I mean, I could go through my own videos and look for it, but the reason I'm asking is that I don't know if it works in every stream or not. It's kind of weird that way. Also, in regards to the microphone now, this distance here, do you guys hear when I... Yeah, you can hear that. I saw that. It's really hard for me to find the correct distance for the microphone. I mean, it's much better than the Yeti. Much better. I had to have the Yeti closer to me than this. But... I'm not too thrilled about... Because I hear it when I record as well, when I have been recording Evil Genius. I'm not too thrilled about... You know, when I'm had a long sentence and I have to take a deep breath, and I just don't think about the fact that I'm making a sound when I'm catching my breath, so to say. The issue with the default recipes for me, Avataria, is the coal. It isn't... It's a bit annoying for me to deal with the coal, but I don't know... I'm waiting for it to turn into day, by the way, that's why I'm just standing still. Where is it? Refinery. Using petroleum in the scrap, but the default aluminum. Okay. Yeah. This one is totally unacceptable to me because of the silica. The only way I would be able to use the silica was by shredding it, which of course is a perfectly valid option. It would be constant shredding, but it would take more space. I like the pure one better. But you're using the electrode yourself then? Yeah, that would be... Oh, you're using the foundries. Ah, yes, I discontinued that. Happily discontinued that because of the need for silica. Because I'm using silica in the main base, so... And I'm using quite a bit of it as well. Then again, you have built rather large as well, as far as I can remember, because some of the pictures you shared was fairly impressive. Is that enough? Did they change the... Does about a third of the scrap? Because I mean the smelter recipe 60 to 30 versus 90 to 60. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I tend to gravitate towards the alternate recipes because they may not necessarily be better, but it usually involves, at least for the better alternate recipe, it usually involves more efficiency. But yeah, you have a point there. It is a valid point. 200 water per minute. I'm producing 546 on each side, so I'm going to need 54 water coming up from the water extractors. That's not bad. That's less annoying than I thought. I'm just going to double check this, because the last time that I did this, I didn't double check the math. 200 per water. 200 per water. Yeah, it's 200 per water. Produces 1 minute per 200 water. These are 91, and I have 6 of them. 91 times 6 is 546. So it would mean that I would have to add 54 to get 600 water for 3 on each side. So that's the 600 water for each side. So why I have Mark 2 pipelines here, but I cannot be bothered fixing it. And that means that I am producing crap. If you overproduce the water, it's going to lock, because it's going to be full on water, and then it's not going to take in more. No. Sorry, it's going to lock here. It's not this like this. It can't get rid of the water, so it's not producing any scrap. If you're not using the byproducts, the main product stops. And that goes for any recipe. And the only way I can get rid of this water now is to flush the pipelines. I don't know if that necessarily helps the refinery though. It does. That emptied out the water of the refinery as well, which then restarted the process. Yeah, if I needed to deal with the water, I'd probably just put it into a packager and package it and and grind it. My problem now is that I'm producing $240 alumina solution per minute in each of these. And that gives me $720 alumina solution. That applies to everything. Which is why, for instance, when you do the basic recipes for plastic and stuff like that, it's usually a good idea to have a grinder or an awesome sink. I keep calling them grinders because they grind stuff. Take care of I think that if I remember correctly, I think that the byproduct of plastic and rubber, the basic recipes for those, I think the byproduct there is heavy oil residue. And then you just feed that heavy oil residue into refinery or refineries as per needed to make either petroleum coke or the whatever it's called, the purplish stuff, resin, polymer resin, and then just feed that into a grinder so that you keep getting the plastic and rubber you need, unless you have some other recipes you can use that for. See here. Need a lot more petroleum coke, but that's redundant right now. Each of these takes 156 alumina solution. 156 alumina solution multiplied by 6 is 936. I'm not producing enough alumina solution. Oh. Coke is the least of my problems because I have a dedicated oil area out in the chasm just outside of the dune desert, where you just have driven out. That doesn't do anything else but produce coke, so I just have to set up a lot more refineries there to produce coke. My problem now is that I need to produce more alumina solution, and then I have to go back to having several pipes here because I need to produce 936 alumina solution for this electrode recipe. And if each of these refineries that are making alumina solution produces 240 per minute, I need to put up one more of them. Which means I need 200 more water. Means that I need to rebalance the water extractors as well. Do I even have space for this? And I see a small sheep. Welcome, Mond. How are you this, I guess, day?
Not all who wander are lost.
Thank you so much for the follow. It is not day here, it is 40 minutes past midnight here. 3 tier 2 pipes of oil making, 2,700 plastic. Yeah, with a blender. Yeah, I have 135 generators. Using turbo fuel. Not fuel, but turbo fuel. With a blender I could probably extend that massively now, since none of my oil pipes are Mark II. So I could double my oil production. You see, I have a production of... This is also something that isn't entirely right. This should be 23,000, so there's something funky going on there as well. And I'm not sure what. Let's see. Yeah, it's the generators. There's something funky going on out at the refinery. So I have to go out there as well. This is a very non-amused Caledorn. Very non-amused Caledorn. This is the output side. Okay, so this one has to be sloppy alumina. Bring it at the default speed. Oh, for crying out loud, I don't have enough bauxite for this either. I'm tapping all the nodes as well. Okay. What I need is $156 times 6 times 2 is 1872 alumina solution. If I divide that by 12, I get 156, obviously. Each of these requires 156 each. But I need 938. Now, 938 divided by 4 is 234.5. I don't have time for that, Addicted. Wish I had, but I don't. which means that these need to produce 234.5 each. That's not going to do much to the bauxite requirements that I have at all. Because if I go to this one and I paste that setting, not getting enough water. Come on, update the numbers. Thank you. That means 195.417. 195.417 multiplied by 4 is 781. $781 is a little bit less than I need, but I might as well. They really fudged this recipe. This recipe change is difficult. Okay, let's do this from the bottom up. The first recipe we need is, I'm going to have to do this on both sides. So on this side, first recipe requires, it's really annoying. Oh, there is bauxite on the map. There's plenty of it. The problem is I need Mark III miners. I need 2 times 400 bauxite and 2 times 400 water, and that will ultimately lead to 2 times 480 alumina solution on each side. If we go down the line here, each of these require 180 alumina solution. Which means that they will support 2.6666 binaries per pipe. If I underclock, this to $300, 700, 2.6. By divided by 260. So I need these to be underclocked to 260. That is absolutely necessary. That means they need 156 each. 400 divided by 156 is 2.56. That is acceptable. I'm going to waste a little bit of the alumina solution, but it is acceptable. That means I don't think there's any way that I can manage to get this to produce. $1,600 bauxite. I cannot see how that is possible. I don't need full 1600 bauxite either, to be honest. Can under these two. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I need to underclock everything here. But I need to find the number. What do I underclock it to? That's my primary issue right now. Because if each of these take 156, and I need to retain 6 on each side. I need to have 6 on each side, and I need them to output 156, or I input 156 per minute so that they make 260, so that I don't have to adjust the number of smelters. Because the number of smelters is now absolutely perfectly correlated to having 12 of these running at 260 per minute. But 156 times 6 is 938. I can. 6 times 156 alumina solution means that I need 938 alumina solution on each wing. I have a north wing and a south wing at the other side. Each of those will produce 260 per minute, which means I get 3 belts of 700, or I get 2 belts on each side with 780, for a total of 4 belts of 780. But the problem arises here because of the bauxite needed in. If each side needs to produce 938 alumina solution, each of them are now producing 200 each, times 4, that is 800. They are producing 240, so 240 times 4 is 960, which means that these could be underclocked to 938 divided by 4. I can underclock them to this number here. That won't really solve much, because it just reduces the bauxite by 5 per minute. So it's literally 20 bauxite per minute on each side, which is irrelevant. Like, I might just as well just run them at 100. And that means that I need 800 bauxite on each side. Well, actually, no. There is a point to underclocking them. I need to underclock them, actually. Because those 20... There's going to be like 1 bauxite. Too little, but that's fine. But I can't see how I can get 2 full belts of 780 bauxite in. Without having Mark III miners. These belts are currently 600 each. Now I can get this one up to 660. No, 630 actually. No, 600 plus 150 is 750. Guess I could go with that until I get the Mark III miners. There's going to be a miner. It's 300. So I've got 300 on that side. 300 on the other normal node. Yeah, I'm gonna lack 60 bauxite or 30 on each belt. It's fine until I get the Mark III miners. I was waiting for that Phasian. I need to redo the aluminium outpost at some point completely. But I need to get the tier 8 stuff done before I do that. There. And there. That's 750 on each side. That's the best I can get now, but lacking 30 on each side is not going to be a major inconvenience. $1,600. If it only was 1,200, that was what I was going with, but no, I need 1,600. I don't have the inclination to go through all that now. Already spent an hour and a half out here, I really don't want to spend more than absolutely necessary at this. As long as I get casings, as long as I get the Alclad sheets, I'm happy. I think I'm just going to go with this, and one of the... a couple of the smelters are not going to be running optimal. Fine. When I get Mark III miners, I can redo it completely. And I have the inclination to do so. But I'm going to have to operate with some weird numbers. Might actually be more beneficial to do this with the default settings, or the default recipes now. And all of these have to be run at this speed. I think they all are actually. Yes, they are. I'm going to have a little less than 780 coming out on each belt, but it's fine. Now the problem, of course, is that I need to get enough up here as well. Each of these lines are producing 105. One. They're producing 546. I need... How about you do something, please? .417 water per minute times 4 on each side. That is 781.68. 781 minus 66. 781.8 minus 546 is 235. .668. I need to produce 235.668 water. I overclock one of these to just do that? Yes, I can. 235.668. Why did I do that? Okay. It works. That's the water covered and the bauxite covered. However... No, I think that's gonna... I don't think I need more pipes. Because they're going to meet on the middle. $546 is coming from that side. The rest is coming from this side. So I don't think I need to split those pipes. That's good at least. That saves me a little bit of a headache on that. The alumina solution pipe, however, that has to be split. Bayesian likes being funny, by the way, Addicted. It's a curse. Or a blessing, depending on how you choose to view it. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 6 of them. So... Well, yes, I know. Was kind of my point, actually. Then these need to go. Say that probably is good enough. Actually quite nice. And need junction cross here. This one, no, that does not. That then. Good evening, Glass Deviant, or rather, good day, I guess. A different hemisphere. You know what? I'm actually so lazy and so tired of doing this aluminium stuff that I'm going to just leave it as that. And this will be rebuilt and fixed later. I just cannot be bothered anymore. This is indeed a job for later, Dawn. That you're absolutely spot on there. 1, 2, 3. So that is a problem. Should be able to graciously connect, but it does not. Pretty sure that I will not be able to hear any. Well, I suppose I could connect it over there. It's not a major crisis. Do that, even though it looks ugly. As long as it's not the mighty goose. Actually, now that I think about it, having the mighty goose here, that would be Liam, would also be most welcome. Okay, and that needs to go, that needs to go. I did do a mistake here, didn't I? Yes, I did. This one was supposed to be here. And that one needs to go there. That pipe needs to go, and the pipeline cross should be approximately there. And that connects to there. A little bit crooked, but I am not bothered at present time. That one goes, and that stays the way it is. And we need junction cross there, junction cross approximately there. That one goes, well, that one goes there. That one goes there. It's a marked out. Fine. Well, this splitter has to there, I think. Yes. Then I need to copy that lift and take that down there with a belt there. I need to insert the wall. I'm going to do that on the other side as well. Discotheque? You may have lost me there for a moment. Now, appears to be there. There. We lift here. Bit of belt that connects up that. And this needs power. I suppose I could put the bauxite in here. Move the power line. And pipeline needs to be connected. Does it have everything it needs now? Yes, it does. Why were you dragged out of the sleep? Okay, so this is the best I can do. This works. Waking up hungry, that's no fun. Final thing that I need then is to increase the petroleum coke production to 624 for this part, but also I need to revisit. You weren't hungry and the food was bad. I have questions. I think I arrived at 9.6, didn't I? $1,440 minus 240 is 1,200 divided by 158. So 8 assemblers. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh gods. But 8 assemblers is going to make less than I need. 900. It's fine. It's fine, Caledorn. It's fine. No, whining is sometimes useful. If nothing else, just to get the vent out. I wish you could deconstruct those containers so that you don't have to go through acrobatics to get them. Honestly, I'm not that fond of mixing wine and cheese. I'm the kind of drinker that if I drink wine, I prefer it to be without any other flavors. The very few times that I actually do drink wine. Since I have a tendency to react badly to the tannins. Yeah, rather nasty headaches. Not migraine headaches, but nasty enough headaches. Like one glass of red wine, if it has enough tannins, is enough to give me a headache within 15 minutes. I try to avoid drinking red wine with lots of tannins. But I do like red wine. Preferably the ones that does not have a lot of tannins. Okay, this is going to work. I have less casings produced, but it's working currently. I went down about 200, so it's not a big issue. Now you, don't you even dare to park in this, because we need to go to the crude oil in the northern forest. Oh yeah, I can't have red wine that is chilled. I need it to be lukewarm, I guess is the right description. 15 to 18 degrees, depending on the wine. Are you actually heading there? Wow. Could they have changed that? If they have, I would be very happy, because the train would now normally go back down there to that station. Yes, they fixed it. That is excellent. They've actually fixed that. I'm very happy about that. Oh, like spritzers. Where are you going, train? That's the wrong stop. No. We're supposed to go to there. I'm actually quite fond of spritzer. If you mix, that's not fruit juice though, but if you mix white wine and a sweet, sugary soda. I can't have many of them though. One or two. Two being the absolute most, or otherwise it's nauseating. One of my favorite mixed drink thing for flavor is if you have a proper, if you mix a proper apple cider with a light beer. That is quite tasty. I always get some funny looks from the bartenders if I order something like that, since it's not very common here. As far as I've been able to tell, it's very common in Britain. And thus I also expect that it's common in Canada and probably also Australia. Or not necessarily common, but at least not unheard of, like it was here. Oops. Yeah, I'm not a big drinker either, so... And this is not a latest drink, that's actually something that I tasted the first time at a cider specific, it was an Irish pub that had real apple cider, and I lived in Oslo. Okay, so I need 624 petroleum coke. Well, I'm producing 360. I guess I'll just have to double the amount of refineries. Not that I have space for that here. I could get one in here. One. Let me rephrase that sentence for you and fix it for you, Thasian. You can be a bit pedantic. Period. Did that help? You know it's true. Yeah, And I am Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II of Great Britain and the United Kingdom, Empress of the Commonwealth. This is just one of my other skins that I put on to hide the reptile. Look who's talking. Real apple cider is really, really pleasant. I highly recommend it. It's a lot more... I'm not a huge fan of bitter drinks, but apple cider, yeah, I can definitely go with the bitterness in that. That's an interesting fence. Wasn't where I wanted to build it, but you, Mr. Powerpool, you need to move. There. 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 Or fences. Pear cider 2 is something that I'm a big fan of. I like cider in general, actually. But I do prefer the real deal, not just white wine that has been labeled as cider with some added fruit juice. That's nice. That should be 6. I put that directly in front, yes. Oh, right. That's what this... Okay. Using 20 polymer resin. So the first 3 here can go with a Mark 1 belt. And from there on, it needs to be a Mark 2 belt. And also a Mark 2 lift. Also need stackable conveyor poles. That's a little bit close. Nothing succeeds like excess. Okay. The next thing here is we need 30 crude per 30 times 6 is 180. It has to be on. Build this. I think it's 2. It is 2. This one can there. Two. Connects to there. Finally, we place down stations. Might as well. That pipe. Just bring this with us. And connect it up there. It's this one. Give me okay. 2. That is definitely not the right position. There. That goes there. For that, we need this one there and this one to connect there. I need 180 oil. 120 and 120. Yeah, we have 180 oil. Whatsoever. There, now we are producing. Oh, this one needs power. Come on. These have power. Yes, they have power. They are producing. This one does not have power. Up. And there's the matter of the last one in the line as well. That does all. You have to go. That's a merger. Go. Right. Three. Three. They're producing 120 each. And 20 times 6 should be 780. $720, so that's fine. We need Mark II lift. Chandelier connects up. Or if that one is connected up. Same with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we just use a Mark V conveyor belt to go these. And there, we are now producing enough of the coke as well. Yes, 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 yes. The frame rate in the game. The frame rate in the game is averaging between 100 and 120, depending on how much is going on around me. Gizmo time. Yeah, I shall fetch Gizmo, but I shall first do this train ride, and then Gizmo will be summoned. Gives me the excuse to go to the bathroom as well. I'm getting very hungry, and I'm waiting for husband to come home so that I can get food. That is possible through having a Ryzen 9 5900X and GeForce RTX 3080. I was one of those lucky ones that actually got both of those at the MSRP price. Had to wait a couple of months, but I ordered them both on the release date. So I'm slightly spoiled when it comes to my computer. He asked. I'm here to serve. That means I have to answer questions. Not my fault that you weren't... What's the term I'm looking for? That you didn't have the wisdom to order the card you wanted on launch day. Had you done so, you would have had it. You would have had it by now. Oh. You can, you'll just have fewer frames. 1060, I would estimate, since I used to have a 1070, I would estimate you would be around 30 FPS on ultra details. Oh, he's even bright enough to look right into the camera. You don't have to lick in my nostrils. Seems unhappy. I think he wants to go down. Yes. Yep. I have Gizmo everywhere. He leaves residue. Need to check my timetable because I think I need 2 trains to do the is this one of the... That's the alclad aluminium one. I have 2 trains doing the coke. Good. So while I am here, the seam is there. It's not the ideal position for it to be. I need to go to the bathroom. I will be right back. There we go. I need to remove that piece of track. And I'm also going to remove that piece of track, because I don't want any accidentally disappearing trains. That one can stand there. We need to go. Let's see here. That. 1, 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it goes there. Oh, game, you do what? Come on. There you go. I think it goes there as well. That should give me the connection. Yes, that should connect. I did not expect it to connect there. It works. That one should connect there. That one should connect there. This one goes there. That one goes there. Good evening, Iron Wolf. How are you doing? This one I think is a bit easier. Basically connects to there. It's too sharp. That is not too sharp. There we go. Just a drive-by wave. That is very much appreciated, though. You have a good night's sleep. I'm going to have some dinner soon. I mean, having dinner at 2 a.m. in the morning. Nothing wrong with that, right? I'm enjoying it very much. It's quite fun. Although this episode or this specific live stream has been mildly annoying because of the recipe changes they added in today's patch to the alternate aluminium resources or recipes. You do it all the time. Okay, good. Yeah, I should turn on the autopilot. I'm just waiting for the kitchen to be available, and I actually intend to go eat, and after that I will probably be recording some Evil Genius, so the stream is ending soon anyways. A hangry Caledorn is not something that is very fun, and I do need to record more Evil Genius. Regulated meal times are unnatural. Yes, I do agree. Peps started Factorio. I'll see you in a couple of weeks then, Peps. And now we get the fun with all the ratios again, as I have to build a Lumina solution out here too. You're able to quit whenever you want to. And again, I am Queen Elizabeth II, ruler of the British Empire and Commonwealth and so forth, just having a different skin now, covering my reptilian visage. That's an interesting path. Now I believe that the British Queen is reptilian, not cephalopoidian. No, my name is Caledorn. I have had many weird nicknames over the year. Caledorn. I don't have horns. I have tentacles. Difference between horns and tentacles? No, I forgot, because of my poor sleep. I love the album name though. It sounds absolutely ridiculous, which I suppose is the point. I want to remove that ladder. The track name is Tentacles. Yes, I will probably approve of it.
No matter how much you plead, I will not sprout tentacles or turn into a giant eyeball. Well, I might. But not because you asked.
Coil-Batwitch-Babotchir-Dix100.
Thank you for the bits. Royal Twitch bot. It's funny, I don't even see you in the list of there. this one here and build fences. Because nobody would want the Caledorn to fall down. Well, I'm sure you would, but... Actually, why am I doing it like this? Turn. Keep missing that, so we want a T-crossing. Then we want... That E menu is very difficult to remember. Like so. Then we want to complete our fences. And we have a functional platform where I can park the train and actually access all of the cars. So, even cross the train line. On that note, I think we shall end the stream here. I need to go eat, and I also have other things that I need to do. But I'm very happy that you guys joined me tonight. The company is always very appreciated. And we have 3 different raid targets. Let's see here. And normally I would have started later and I would be like 2 hours into the stream now, but I decided to start early tonight. Let's see here. I think we will raid Horsey Nuts because he's just such a
My nondescript facial appendages quiver with anticipation every time I see you.
Thank you for the raid. I'm sadly just about to end myself, so I'm just about to go raid too. But very much appreciated. I guess the raiders can join in and move on to the next channel. I hope they will appreciate that too. So yeah, we're going to raid Horsey Nuts. I really need food. For those of you who are watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for watching, and if you have questions or comments, then please feel free to leave those in the comment section. And for everyone who were here with us in the stream, I hope to see you again very soon. So I shall start the raid and I shall move to the outro sequence. Bye everyone!